We have made it to our campgrounds outside of Chicago, and Aubrie and I are kind of having like a lower carb, low fat meal tonight. We have salad. She has her infamous SH asterisk tea in a bowl. And I'm just gonna have like chicken and cauliflower, rice, green beans, maybe a wrap. But that will be it for tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to probably like 3 different pizza places and a bunch of different donut places because we have to find out what's the best in Chicago, because no one can seem to have a consensus favorite.
That'll be it for tonight.
That'll be it. At the end of our night, our Verizon hotspot sucks. Verizon, you suck because of everything that's happened in Panama City because of Hurricane Michael. You have no service for an entire week and you're not doing anything about it. But you also suck because this hotspot sucks. So we're driving to Starbucks so we can do clients and upload YouTube videos. But
it's okay, guys. Eat your feelings. That's what our motto is here at the Bromlow.
That's not true. But that's candy from Canada that I got for Aubrie. It's Cadbury. There's Wonder Bar, Caramel, Crispy Crunch, and then my nickname, Mr. Big. So anyways, we're going to try them all. Go.
Okay. First one I pulled out was Wonder Bar, which I've always wanted to try. They're actually really small, so that's nice. Oh, straight up caramel.
Winner.
Maybe peanut butter? That's really good.
There's caramel, peanut butter, and there's like a wafer in there.
Caramel, Crispy Crunch. Really original name. Oh, you're gonna love that. You love it. Mr. Big. Getting chocolate everywhere.
What was your favorite?
Crispy Crunch.
And then?
And then Wonder Bar. Mr. Big. Caramel.
Crispy Crunch, Mr. Big, Caramel and Wonder Bar were pretty much the same thing. Good morning. Aubrie and I are definitely bundled up more than we have been. We were freezing in Toronto. We were freezing in Detroit. So we extra layered up for Chicago. And we are headed out to a coffee shop and then into the city to compare donuts and pizza and find the best that Chicago has to offer.
I feel like every time you guys look at me, I'm on my phone.
That's because you're always on your phone. Our first stop is Sparrow Coffee Roastery. How does this come about?
So basically a guy who works here, I don't think he like owns it, I'm not sure. His wife contacted me on Instagram and they just wanted us to like come taste coffee. So I think that's what we're doing. There was talk about waffles. I actually have no idea, but I'm pretty excited. So we'll just spend some time here.
We're in like a coffee drinker's heaven. There's like beans right here that haven't been roasted, then roasted beans back there. There's like Kenya, Guatemala, like all these places. They have giant roasters. We looked at their cold brew. It's amazing the amount of like science that goes behind coffee. I know a lot of people just go to Starbucks and they order a coffee, but like they treat it like wine pairing. So they have different restaurants they work with and they create coffees for their food pairings. It's amazing.
Jacked up on caffeine now. So much fun just being there and getting to try different coffees, and that waffle was incredible. Now we're taking a lift to Do Right Donuts. We're gonna walk all over. We're gonna walk to Stan's Donuts. We're gonna walk to the Donut Vault. We're gonna walk to Fire Cakes. Then we're gonna get pizza. So here we go. Do Right Donuts, and this one is a blueberry crumb. This one is just a classic old fashioned. This one is apparently their best seller and what they're known for. It's a chocolate glazed old fashioned, and then we have a red velvet, which is amazing looking. You guys know that old fashioned is always my favorite donut, so I think I'm really gonna enjoy this one. Just trying the normal glazed old fashioned. I mean, it's nice and crunchy and moist, and I mean, you can taste powder. It's like a powdered sugar taste, like a powdered donut. I like it. Next, we're gonna try red velvet. Probably, like, sometimes it's hard to do a red velvet donut because you can't get that good flavor. That one, I can taste red velvet.
Really good red velvet flavor. A little bit dry, but it was really good flavor.
Yeah. Not too dry. It was like borderline, yeah. Chocolate? Blueberry. Yum. Nice like blueberry jam in there. I like that one. Last one is this chocolate glaze. This has like a hunk of chocolate on it. If you like that really classic chocolate glaze on a donut, you would love this one.
It reminds me of the chocolate. Like it's like a classier version of a chocolate donut that you buy, like in like at Edmonds or whatever, like in a box.
Yeah, like imagine that, but just like way better because it's like fresh and
Yeah, imagine that store box donut, but like good.
My favorite, if I could rank them, it would be like blueberry first, then red velvet, and then chocolate and old fashioned are like the regular one are just tied. Yeah.
I would say blueberry, chocolate, old fashioned, red velvet. That's how I'd rank them.
So I think we might have Brad convert to Team Donut just because of this one donut. It's a Biscoff cookie butter filled donut. So we have that one, and then we have a toffee cake. I'll show it, yeah. A pumpkin old fashioned, pistachio, and just a pastry cronut. Just a really typical cronut. Nothing super special about it. Not totally thrilled about it, but we had to try it because Brad loves cronuts.
It's a mediocre cronut with a mediocre pastry cream. So it's a good donut, just not the greatest.
Next, we're gonna try the pumpkin glazed old fashioned. It reminds me of like pumpkin bread. You make it home with a really nice glaze that's soaked in there. It's very pumpkin-y. Next is the pistachio, which people told us to get, I think, here. It's pistachio lemon. Mm-hmm. It's a good, I've never had pistachio lemon anything, but the thing I enjoy about these donuts already is that they're infused. So you can like see little chunks of lemon in here. You know, it's not just a donut that's covered with some kind of flavor. So I do appreciate that. Next is the toffee cake. Super excited.
It's a really good donut. The toffee topping isn't that strong though. I want more.
I want it to be like super crunchy. So I guess I had like super high expectations. And it didn't totally meet it, but it's still good. Like it's a good donut. And the last one is the cookie butter one. Oh yeah.
I could eat the whole thing. So good.
Told you guys. I told you. You guys, I love cheese. So this just like capitalizes on everything that I want in a pizza. Cheese.
Not as good as
It's so good. It's like a cheese stick and marinara sauce.
We're here at the Bean. It's like the ultimate selfie monument. Like everybody's taking selfies. We are here at Fire Cakes. We got a cranberry orange glazed old fashioned, a little cute malt ball filled donut, apple fritter, and a vanilla ice, which is their most popular. It was voted, what, the best donut in Chicago by somebody. I don't really know who. Anyway, we're gonna try this one first. It is a very good icing. It's got little crunchy balls on top too. Next we're gonna try the cranberry orange glazed. We'll just see how the old-fashioned style compares to every other donut place. I like the flavor of this one. No, I'm not just talking about like the cranberry orange. I'm talking about the actual donut. I like the flavor. It's less like powdered sugar, classic. I'm a fan. Next, we're gonna try the little donut, which was $1, by the way. $1.
They're good or bad?
I feel like that's a bad price. Here's a donut. It just tastes like a chocolate donut. Tastes like a Boston cream.
Tastes like a stale chocolate donut.
I'm not a fan. The apple fritter, the end of our donut tour in Chicago. Gotta get a middle chunk. I feel like it has another spice in it. Nutmeg? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's got nutmeg in it, which I'm not opposed to. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the best apple fritter I've ever had, but
Probably rank them all right now on the spot.
Rank them all the places. I'm just gonna say my favorite was Stan's, and then Do Right, and then Fire Cakes. That's just me. So as you can see, very different at Luminati's with their deep dish. Not as cheesy, but who knows? Maybe it tastes better? I definitely think that the crust is going to be a little bit better just because it's nice and crispy. Flavor-wise, I feel like very similar. Texture-wise is totally different. Is this the end of our video?
It should be, but we haven't said which pizza was better or what donuts were better, so it can't be the end. So you have to go and do that later.
Okay, guys. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now that we're back from the meetup, we're going to tell you what our favorite pizza and donuts are from Chicago. Aubrey looks like she's been sleeping, so I'm going to let her go first.
I don't know why I'm so tired. Okay, so if I could mesh the two pizzas, I totally would, because I liked the crust from Illuminati's. I know I'm saying like Illuminati's, but I liked the crust from there because it was nice and crispy. I didn't prefer the crust at Giordano's, but I liked how cheesy it was. Love that part. We got the sausage one from Illuminati's, and I didn't like the sausage, but I liked the tomato sauce because it was nice and chunky and big tomato chunks. But so if I could like mesh them and get that cheese and that sauce and the crispy crust, I would if I could. But overall, I think I would choose Giordano's.
I agree with everything she said, but also I took a piece of Giordano's and a piece of Illuminati, and I put the Illuminati on the bottom and the Giordano's on top, and I had like heated them up. It was amazing. So maybe you just need to go to both, stack them up, and eat them that way. Now for donuts, I'll start. So, in my opinion, Do Right Donuts had the best overall donuts. But the best donut came from Stan's Donut, which was the cookie butter one, in my opinion. Then Fire Cakes is at the end. I know we didn't try Donut Vault, but I talked to another big donut eater. Shout out Sophie. She said that Donut Vault is like the same as Fire Cakes type level, so she agreed with my rankings, so that makes me feel better. What do you got?
I mean, everything you said is correct. You know, obviously, I would eat any of them on any given day, and then if you compare them, then my favorites were definitely like the blueberry streusel one, the red velvet one, the cookie butter one. But so like if you looked at our top picks of the day, most of them were Do Right, and I think that's fair. So.
And finally, we have some treats that were brought to me by Sophia again. So it's from Warm Belly Bakery. So we're gonna warm up and we're gonna eat them. But that's it for the video. We hope you enjoyed Chicago as much as we did. We are headed to Indianapolis next. Then we're headed to St. Louis, then Kansas City, then Oklahoma City, then Dallas, possibly to Arkansas for Junk Brands, and then our cruise. So by the time you're seeing this, we may probably be on our cruise because I'm really far behind on editing. But don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. What should they comment?
Comment which donut you would have picked to eat.
Yeah, comment why you're like, how are you guys not obese yet? We're getting there, don't worry. And you're worth it. You hot?
I think it's lemon blueberry. Pretty good.
Okay.
Hot.
Can you heat up some more?
No.
Oh.
So, it's hot.
No, more cookies.
I thought you wanted to heat this up more. I was like, you're crazy. Sure.